I don't know why all of a sudden I was like, what am I going to say? Thanks for joining in. We have recently been doing a little bit more on our Facebook group page. We wanted to get more people involved in that because we are, as a business, we've talked about this, that we are working on new designs. So part of working on new designs is looking at our current designs and seeing what works and what doesn't work and what you're liking about our current designs and what, we need to change with them. So thanks for tuning in to our Facebook Live. This is Eliana.
Hi. I'm always behind the camera and you always hear me chuckling, so
yes.
Here I am. Before you.
Yes. Rachel is out sick today, so we decided to do everything about design. Yes. Eliana's been working with me this fall, and so she's helped with some of the holiday stuff, which you might have seen some of our posts about, our sneak peeks on the colors and styles of leather that we've been wanting. All of a sudden I got a tickle in my throat.
It's that time of year, too.
Yes. So we thought we would go over the Cher bag because that is something that has evolved, especially over time. There's some bags like our Lauren bag that we've made small adjustments here and there, but most of our other bags we haven't really made any huge adjustments. This is the one that we have probably made the most. So all set aside, we will start with, so this is what the Cher wristlet was when I first started. I really wanted just something really simple. Wristlets were all the rage. This was back in, I think, 2008, maybe? Somewhere around there. I feel like I wasn't a part of that.
I wasn't here yet.
So, and we just wanted something nice and simple. We have, if you're not familiar with the Cher wristlets, there are 2 credit card slots in there. I would always fit more than that. I liked it versus the tiered credit card slots because I always see people having such a hard time getting that out. So what they do is then they end up just throwing it in their bag somewhere because they can't get it back in there. And I have friends that are constantly losing their credit cards because they're just throwing them in because it's like such a pain to get them in those slots. So we wanted something that was more, just carrying the phone. Now, of course, the cell phone has changed sizes over the years as well, from going smaller and smaller to now getting bigger and bigger. So we, at one point too, we got some feedback from our stores. So the stores were carrying this bag and they were loving it, and their customers were loving it. But what they were missing was it just being a little bit bigger because they wanted to fit maybe just a little bit more than just their cash, credit, and their cell phone. So we made what we are calling the large Cher wristlet. And really all it is about 1 inch taller and about 1 inch wider. We just tried to keep the same dimensions, but just, expand it a little bit so that you can fit a little bit more in it. We kept the inside the same. We kept the 2 credit card slots. You can now fit your bigger phones in it, and everything was great. People really like this. Next thing they said was, what about a crossbody? Can you make that bag into a crossbody? And all I kept thinking is this little bag with this big long strap, and why do you need it to be on a crossbody? But
well, that's a perfect bag, like for me, a night out or just something where you don't want to take something huge, or a lot of places have like those bag limits. So a bag like this is perfect for that.
Yeah. So we said, okay,
let's do it.
Let's do it. Let's make it, because it was like the wristlet attaches on the side here, so we thought we just need to add another attachment here. But a lot of times, if you notice on my bags, I don't do a lot of side attachments out here unless they're flat. I do it from the back side because if you do it from the sides, a lot of times the bag then ends up kind of folding like this versus, going more straight up and down. So when we redesigned this, we kept the same size, but we added the D-rings, thank you, to the back side, and we riveted them because I like how that looks. That's kind of my design aesthetic. And then what we did was we made, because here we want to be super functional. Mm-hmm. We want it, like if we were just going to be a wristlet, it was just going to be a wristlet. But if we were going to do a crossbody, we wanted it to be more than that. So what our design was to do 2 straps. So you can have the short strap and you have a long strap. So the idea with this, and each of them have a D-ring on one side and a hook on the other side so that it can be seamlessly attached to one another. So you could, because right now, at the time when we were doing this, there was a lot of women who are now wanting a long strap but not wanting it to cut across their chest. So we made it to where you could just wear it as a shoulder, you know, and it fell pretty decently just right there, so it was a nice, you know, easy, breezy. Then we made it to where you could easily attach the second shorter one, and now if you wanted to wear it full crossbody, you could wear it full crossbody, and now it lays much further down, you know, if you want. The hard part with that is that we couldn't do anything adjustable because you have the 2 straps and trying to make one adjustable, it just keeps adding money onto the cost of the bag. I mean, that's the hardest thing when you're designing and making your own goods, is trying to figure out price points and what's going to work or not. This was also nice because if you wanted to, you could still have it be a wristlet. All you have to do is now take the wrist strap and, you know, attach it to the bag, and now you're back in business with a wristlet. You can also have it be a small, like, kind of shoulder bag, where you just attach this over here, and now you can kind of just have like a little short bag or a wrist, you know, on your arm bag. It was meant to be multifunctional. And then guess what happened?
People wanted more.
They were like, well, I see belt bags everywhere. I want a belt bag. So how could you wear that? This would be the perfect size belt bag. So unless you're super, super skinny, to wear just a short strap, or this, it's either, you know, hanging way low on you or you're trying to double wrap it. Neither of these was a good size. The strap needed to be adjustable. So guess what we did? We made the strap adjustable. So our next incarnation of the Cher was no 2 straps, but an adjustable strap, so that way they could wear it around their waist, which is right here. That way you can get it exactly the size that you want. We also added extra little loops on the back here, so that way you could also wear it through a belt if you wanted to kind of wear it higher, or if you had a specific belt that you really liked. But you can also wear it then kind of higher on your waist versus, you know, low slung, but you can kind of wear it any which way. And then guess what happened? They wanted more space. The belt bag craze really came back strong, and they were like, I want to be able to fit a little bit more in it. So the old style fanny pack is what kind of came back, which we are working on. But we really kind of were like, is this something that we can adjust this bag? Do we want to keep evolving this bag? Do we want to go back? Because we went back and forth between the small and the large, because once phones started going small again, everyone wanted the smaller one, and vice versa. And so we're kind of in that gauge of, do we have fun and do we just add fringe to this bag and have it be like a fun little, you know, crossbody fringe bag? Do we add an outside pocket with a flap so that your phone can go there and you can fit more in here? You know, so any suggestions that you have, we would greatly appreciate what you think could improve this bag. Do you like the belt loops on the back? Do you like the adjustable crossbody strap? You know, whatnot. So this summer we decided, now the cell phone bag craze is also just as big as a belt bag. But the cell phone bag craze is a little bit more streamlined, probably more in line with the Cher bag. Yeah. But you know, for me personally, I don't like the idea of having to carry a regular bag and then like my cell phone bag. I want something that I could either put back and forth, you know, in bags, or it just seems like I want more than just, like, I always want to carry my sunglasses with me. But am I now talking belt bag versus cell phone pocket bag. Like what's the difference? Do we need both? Would it be nice to have both? So we've recently created a survey.
Yes, we created a survey. If you don't know what a cell phone bag is, I'm sure you've seen them. Most of the time they're vertical. It's just like a little rectangular bag, and it's really just like a slot for your cell phone with just a zipper and sometimes some card pockets. Yeah. So we're sort of deciding if we want to keep revamping the Cher, we want to introduce our own version of a cell phone bag. So we made a survey, and it is basically asking, if you have a Cher, what you would want in a cell phone bag, features you like, things like that. And we really do look at it, perks of a small business. Like, we really care about what you think, and it really does inform our design. So please answer the survey if you're watching this. It won't take long. Just answer it. It really helps us. So,
and we're trying to clarify it too, like making sure that, our questions are as clear as possible, based on, it's based on us, not like us compared to Target. Obviously, price points and things like that, and, quality. Like, we're talking about like a high quality, nice leather bag that'll last you for years. So, without further ado, this is the raw sample that we came up with. Actually, we have probably a fabric one that we sewed together first just to give an idea of what we wanted to do. So this bag, we incorporated the belt loops just like on the Cher, because we wanted you to be able to also, again, wear it as a belt bag, but we wanted it to have a little bit more room maybe than this, or just, having the flap gives you a little bit more adjustability versus the top zip. So we did meld almost the Cher and the Kimberly.
Yeah, the Kimberly wallet.
So somebody on the survey had suggested, just adding a crossbody strap to this, which we've thought about maybe doing some grommets there so that you can buy a crossbody strap separately, or you can buy a wrist strap separately. That way, if you want to do that to your wallet, you can do that easily, but not everybody has to do that if they don't want to. We think, moving forward, we want a little bit more customization for you to be able to intermix and match. We're working on some cool guitar straps, as well as just having straps available for purchase on the website, so that way if you want a thicker strap or a different color, that you have the capabilities of doing that to personalize the bag a little bit more towards you without doing a redesign. So this, what we did was we just added a snap. That way it stays shut, but it gives that, we really do like the horizontal look. A lot of them come this way, and it's very, I think, limiting. What we did is that we had all the credit card slots doing the way that I don't like them done, but that's just something that I think other people want, and they want to see that, and so we're trying to make it maybe a little bit wider, so it's a little bit easier to get them in and out without them being loose enough to fall out. When we did the sample, there was a piece of leather added here when we really want this last slot to be all the way across so that you can have a place for cash or receipts or things like that. So it would be enough room for 6 cards plus the cash room. And then have it be a nice open pocket to where you could fit, obviously you don't need to fit a wallet, is there. But you can fit your cell phone and sunglasses. I tested this out, and I was able to fit my sunglasses, my cell phone, and like a lip gloss. But that was about it. The hard part was getting the keys in there. And I don't really feel like I have too big of a key thing, but big enough to where that was the one issue. So we were trying to decide, do we make it a little bit wider? Because right now it's only about 3/4 of an inch wide. But again, at the end of the day, if you're not wanting to carry your sunglasses and you just want a cell phone bag, literally a bag to put your cell phone in, maybe your lip gloss and your credit cards, then we could almost even go a little bit smaller. So this is the bag that we're trying to figure out. Is it necessary to make this, or can we adjust this, or can we adjust that, or do we make one that's kind of the best of both worlds? So that's where we're at. We're trying to, again, some have, more credit card slots on the inside here. We don't have any back zipper pocket or anything because, again, we wanted to streamline it. It would come with an adjustable crossbody strap, so you could wear it as a crossbody. You could wear it as a belt bag. You can just throw it in as like your wallet, cell phone bag into your bigger bags. You know, we really, again, multifunction. You know, that's, we're all about beautiful leathers and being multifunctional. So when we have a bag like this, it's hard because it isn't super multifunctional. It's a wallet. It is what it is. So, and the reason that we have the Jen bag out here is because sometimes people will wear this as a belt bag. It's on the bigger side, so that's why we're trying to do a belt bag. But some people you can wear this crossbody or around your waist. So that is all of that. Any suggestions, any feedback, please go take the survey. We can also post that on the regular one if you haven't joined the group. But if you're interested in giving us feedback, the group is a great place to go. And when you're looking on Facebook, on the side, it'll have like posts, videos, newsletter, and it'll also have groups there. And you can click there, and then we can approve you to join the group. Outside of that, ta-da-da, we're excited to kind of go on one of the other posts that we did about the holiday collection.
So we've been working on a holiday collection with some fun exotic leathers, and we're actually going to spice up the Cher for the holidays. So she's back, and now she has some fun print and hair on hide to her. But yeah, so I put out our inspiration binder here that we put together, and I guess I'll just pull this out and kind of give you a sneak peek, which we posted some of these swatches in the group that Brynn had just mentioned, so you get some sneak peeks there too, so really fun. But this is the swatches that we have. And here we also have a black lizard, but there's, this is hard. We don't have a cameraman today because I'm in front of the camera. But we have like this boa is what it's called. You can sort of see
So the picture that we posted was more of a boa, it was a lighter one. So we ended up going with the darker on darker, which I'm really excited about because it's kind of like our brown. So it's a brown suede underneath that boa treatment. I don't know if you're able to see it.
I think you can. This one got a lot of excitement on the other group page. Oh my gosh.
Mosaic.
Yeah. This is really hard. But you can see, it's a sneak peek, so it's okay.
Is this easier?
This one might be easier. Yeah, but it's like a glittery... you can sort of see
silver glitter on top of a cream suede.
It's really pretty. I love this one. Little glamorous moment for the holidays or just for whenever. And this one also has some glitter to it. Sorry, it's like taped or stapled down from our binder, but it's
that's the eel point.
Yeah, and oh my gosh. Let me see if I can focus it. Oh, there you go. You can see it. It's like speckled. This is a sneak peek, so you know it's okay. But then we also have some hair on hides. I'm sure you've seen that's coming back. There's a trend with some cheetah print and some natural cowhide, which we're really excited about. And the hides that we got are really soft. And one of my pet peeves with those kind of bags is, you wear them under your arm and it's really scratchy and just kind of uncomfortable. But the one that we got, when we got it from, like, when we went to the studio that makes our bags, I felt it and oh my gosh, it's so soft and it's really nice. So don't have to worry about that. And we're doing that in both the Cher and then the Nickies also.
So those two, and we decided the hair on hide we're going to keep with a leather adjustable strap and kind of keep that kind of streamlined. But the exotics, we wanted to kind of step it up a notch. A few years ago, or many years now, we did some chain with leather straps. So we decided that we were going to do that. You'd think it would be easy to find chain online. It was very difficult. And not only that, it was like a lot of the chain, they do a close-up picture, and then you get it, and it's a super, super thin chain. And you're like, wait a second, that's not what we were wanting. So it was a lot of back and forth, and so hopefully we're going to like just be meeting our deadlines to get that chain. We'll probably be putting it, as the One of a Kind show comes up, we'll probably be putting it on at the show at this point. But we found some really cool little hooks, so it streamlines it so it's not this big hook. And we really wanted more of like a rope chain. So, it was also then pricing it out and figuring out what works within our price point and whatnot. But we ended up, it's hard to see, but we're not going to do this color, but this is the size we ended up going with. We're still kind of playing around. We can always order different sizes for future use and whatnot, because it's easy to change out. But we really liked the look of this. I don't know if you can tell, it's kind of like cylinder-like. It's just a bunch of rings all next to each other. So we're going to do that with the leather strap so that it's comfortable on your shoulder, and then the chain, which you will also be able to adjust to the exact length that you want. But we're excited. So we're only going to have the Cher and the Nikki available in those. And we will debut them at the One of a Kind show. And as soon as we get them, we will take pictures and put them online. Any feedback and excitement about that would be greatly appreciated. Since it's my only really new thing this year as we evolve and, scale the color options down and really focus on our best sellers so that we can do our new designs. I think we covered everything that we were going to cover. I don't know what we're going to do next week, but we will hopefully let you know what we're going to do sometime on Facebook. But join the group. Like our stuff on Facebook, take the survey, all that stuff. Have a great weekend.
Happy Friday.